losing so many in trying to kill this hill fort. But this gold mine not being scouted, not knowing anything about that it's getting. Actually, he does know it's mining there, so I don't see why he doesn't just build a couple of those Huskars out of that hill fort in order to deal some damage. And obviously the hill fort going to be picking off a couple of these villages, but it looks like he's probably just going to kill it. Attempt to knife the hill fort down. Yes, he is. But he's going to be a little bit surprised because villagers in the original version never had. But what happened there? How did those 4 siege towers come in there? I missed that completely. Did he have some sort of side build going on there? Oh, that. I'm sorry. Those siege towers must have just crept around and just came in from maybe this angle here into the town center and just completely destroyed it, because that was, I don't know how that happened. I wish I could just go back and rewatch it, but I can't, because the observer mode's not that great. Anyhow, taking out that town center, going to be a big win for Aveley. However, again, his economy is suffering quite a lot. That hill fort getting finally picked off, so he's going to be able to mine a little bit more as well, a bit more gold as well, and being able to push through again. And again, the production facilities of Bent are suffering here. He has the gold, he has the wood, he just doesn't have the production facilities, and I don't see why he doesn't build a mark. Anyhow, the spearmen of Aveley just able to decimate what is currently what currently is happening for Bent's army. Bent only producing raiding cavalry and Ulfjars. He's not really able to produce enough to deal with the constant flood of Aveley. Bent just can't do that. He's producing battle boar as much as he can. He has all of these resources, but none of that population. Again, the fact is, with a classical army, they can't push through buildings. So what you can do is you can use the buildings for your advantage. You can then retreat back, and you can throw up a couple of longhouses and see what actually goes on there. You do have time against the classical army. You don't actually have to fight it. It's only when the siege towers come in and do the damage that you have to fight it. Especially because if you look at this longhouse, if he does decide to prioritize this longhouse and try and kill it down, it's gonna be up for a long time. So he has had the opportunity to build a couple of longhouses, and I can't see why he doesn't just throw down a whole heap. And he's strapped for population. He can build another house, I believe, and see what happens there. But again, it's just it's annoying. That's what it is. It's annoying that he's not doing this correctly. A little bit of a raid going on here. There's not really enough units to fight against the villagers because they're only medium Ulfsarks. Migdal Stronghold going up in the middle of the map. Probably going to secure this entire gold positioning. And this fight going on here going to be able to push through even further for I Am Aveley. However, the Ulfsarks, if they pick off this Pharaoh and a couple of these villages, it could be worthwhile. But Aveley probably sitting on, sitting on very low resources still. So it's amazing how well Aveley is using his army in order to deal with Bent's army, because he doesn't really have the resources to do anything at the moment. So he's really being productive with his army. That's what that means if he's still in the game. How did that siege tower get there? I'm so confused. Did it just wander around? Or is there a rock somewhere? He can't have a rock. Just casually a siege tower just right here, picking off. It's a transport ship. Oh, there it is. There's the siege workshop. There's the side build. Just sneaky side builds. Wow. I'm so impressed by Aveley's use of the map. He's able to send a villager down here in order to build a siege tower in order to continually harass this location and kill off town center after town center. I don't believe now the war elephant are coming out, so this is the meat shield of the Egyptian army. They're able to really tank damage for the from the throwing axe. And in an army combined with other units, the damage that they can tank is just enough time for the other units to really deal the bulk of the damage to the army. I'm really interested to see if he's still utilizing this siege workshop. It doesn't look like he has the resources. His economy upgrades. Let's just have a look at what they're sitting at. He's only got hand axe, so he might want to consider getting bow saw or something like that. And I'm also hoping he does have the upgrades, and he does have those upgrades for the fishing ships. Bent, on the other hand, probably also finally building a bunch of farms. He doesn't have anything else, and he's got a little bit of supply sitting here, just casually. And Averley has also decided to build a dock here, so that's going to be able to do some damage as well. And also Bent hasn't. I think Averley's put a little bit of a attack on that water as well, really keeping Bent preoccupied with his multi-pronged terraces. His macro and his unit efficiency is what's keeping him in this game. With this gold mine extinguishing soon, he's really needing to mine out of this one here. He doesn't really have control of it. He's only got this hill fort really to produce units. But that being said, the population of Bent is a little bit more superior to that of Averley. However, his unit production, he doesn't have that house, so he's behind in population. He still has a couple of longboats right here. It's actually got 12 supply of longboats doing nothing. So that's basically the deficit that Averley is at on water, right there. So that's basically why there's nothing wrong with the population right here. The portable rams coming in here, going to try and take out this location. However, Village is extremely efficient at killing off these if he decides to do so. Also Spearman, and he is obviously going to be preventing those villages from doing any real damage to that Migdol. But the main thing is, Bent doesn't want this town center to go up. Again, he's got 3,000 wood. He could sell that and then go heroic, use tier, completely destroy his opponent's economy. Even if he could spam a whole heap of villages and go Ragnarok and then win this game like that, that's a possibility. It's definitely an option. This town center is up, however, and there we go. There's the siege. There's the siege coming in right now. I'm going to be trying to sneak this town center down. He's hoping that Bent doesn't see it. That's what he's doing. He's hoping that this is preoccupying him. He's trying to micro so hard that this actually isn't getting spotted. Siege tower just is slowly but surely taking down this this town center, slowly but surely. He also has the option of going, oh, that might be a little bit out of range. I thought he had the option of going mythic and then using the 30 range of the Ballista, but it's probably out of range. So that's good. However, this town center still not going up for Averley. Bent still has this crazy economic advantage, but is he able to push through? Averley struggling to stay struggling to stay at his supply cap. Bent, on the other hand, he's really finally got his production going. Finally used that wood on something, but he has a bunch of idle villages. I mean, idle infantry, and finally the siege towers get spotted. But I think it's far too little too late. The wolf even coming into the action, trying to pick off this villager. This town center is definitely going to fall, so there's nothing that Bent can do about it. Averley now has his opportunity to really push through here and grab this town center as the population caps are equal at the moment, and Bent also has these 4 longboats sitting here doing nothing. So again, he's behind his supply, he's lost his town center advantage, and he has to kill off these siege towers before he progresses any further, as well as getting this town center back up. And again, he's still got a bunch of idle infantry. There is an idle infantry button, and if I can click right here, I can show you this idle infantry. You just need to hit that idle infantry button. There's even a flag up here which shows you have idle infantry, so I can't see why he's not using that. It's never a good sign to have either of the idle infantry or the idle villages signs up, because it's so easy to correct it. You just click on it and then you can click onto the place where you need to send it. But right now, Averley's priests are just going to be so devastatingly good in order to kill these what am I saying? It's going to be good at killing the priests, I mean the Mythians of Bent. So there's not really any point in making those Valkyrie. Basically, all Bent needs to do is queued up 11 Huskars right there. He's really just trying to spend his resources, but he just can't because he doesn't have the production, because he's not building any units, because he doesn't notice that he has idle infantry. Simple game mechanics, simply checking your idle military and then going from there. Market going up, going to try and set up trade, but he doesn't have this town center to send the caravans to. It looks like Aveley's slowly but surely gaining an advantage in this game. He's getting a foothold as well. So he's going to be able to come in here and use this siege tower to pick off this this hill fort if he can manage to, but it looks like it's going to get picked off in time, so he's going to keep that up for a little bit longer. But does he also has masons. He has the option of getting architects as well. He does have enough wood, but it looks like Bent finally able to push Aveley back a little bit. Aveley has 0 gold at the moment, but there's still gold mines, so I don't understand why he's not mining from it. I guess he feels like his market is going to be, his trade route's going to be good enough to at least get him a little bit of gold. He's again throwing up this Migdol, so that's going to buy him a little bit of time. It is going to go up. It looks like it is going to go up, so it's going to be able to do at least a little bit of damage. But with units bearing down right at it, I don't think it'll be able to stay up for very much longer. And also, it looks like the siege tower picking off another one of Bent's houses, so he's currently sitting at 120 supply when he should be at 130 or 140. No, 130. He hasn't bought fortified town centers yet. Also, Bent struggling to get gold. He doesn't have his market producing caravans. He's also not sending them to the right town center, when that's obviously the correct town center to send them to, because they'll be walking around here. That's completely a safe line, so there's no reason not to. Siege tower of Aveley again, just trying to do a side attack. That town center getting awfully low on HP, so a couple more of those siege towers popping out there going to be able to maybe even take out that town center and cause even more hurt for Aveley, for Bent. So we'll see if that can actually do anything up there. Villagers getting into the fray as well. Aveley might even be thinking, oh, this is the last resort here. He's really trying to push back through, but the medium axeman of Aveley countering his infantry Norse opponent, just really enough to hold on. Again, the trade route going to be probably set up enough at the moment. How many does he actually have in order to continue? He has 13. He's around about 7 to 15 more, like 25-ish is about good when you're sitting on 3 base, but he's on 2 base, so he's probably fine sitting on about that 15 mark or 17 mark of the caravans. Again, the gold mine's getting thrown up again. He's mining a little bit more gold. Aveley going to be pushing this off. I mean, Ben's going to be pushing Aveley off this gold mine. He's still sitting on classical inventory, so you can just tell that there's just been so much action going on. There hasn't been enough time to actually do any damage, any teching. Sorry, not damage. It's been a lot of damage. Aveley retreating now off that gold mine, losing a lot of villagers, but again, that is pop space. So yes, he's upset about it, but it's pop space, so I can't see him being so bad, especially because he's going to be replacing that population space with a bunch of these caravans. It'll also be really nice to see Bent trying to do a side build of his own onto his opponent's water, and looks like the siege towers coming in, using this siege workshop in order to pick off this location here. He does have a bunch of villages, so he can pick off these 2 siege towers, but there's another one coming in here, as well as these chariots. Going to be able to pick off a bunch of those villages as well. The medium axemen going to do their damage that they can to the heavy Ulfsark that Bent just converted. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to pick off these siege towers, so this town center is definitely going to fall down. However, when one town center falls, another one goes up, as they always say. No, they don't. I just made that saying up. But again, this town center is going up, so this isn't actually all that bad. Bent may even be able to take this location up. There's so many counter infantry that I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be enough. Bent's not going to be able to hold on here. The counter infantry, they're counter infantry. They counter the infantry. So if you build counter infantry and your opponent has infantry, you're obviously going to win the fight. So I don't understand why he continues to build Ulfsarks when Raiding Cavalry are definitely the better choice. Hopefully he does acknowledge this and rectify that issue. also really needs to win this fight, else Aveley will be able to build a town centre. We don't want that. We want